Warning, this video is only for 14 and up, and if you're under, please leave this video because I will not be accused of something I don't want to be accused of. Please, if you're under, leave the video. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel. Listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's begin. Hello everyone, this is Blue Mask and I know this video is late to come out. I've just been getting back into the normal flow of my weeks. So sorry if I haven't made videos on time. So I'm very sorry about that. Today we're gonna continue What If What if Belle Cranel was a Sheikah? Last we left off, I think Zelda's group being Sun the Sora, Cole the Goron, Ginny the Garuta, and Luke is not there. Yeah, Luke is not there. He's somewhere else making armor right now with Wealth. Or was he with the group? One of these things. And the princess Sora was also there in the group. Down in the dungeon defeating monsters with the help of Reef and Belle that was in the dungeon. They ordered them to leave. They went deeper down in the dungeon, discovered that Sora was with them, and she was with them for a long time. They went back up, she got a punishment, she took on the dress that Ice got when she got punished. Belle talked to Lily about money situation and plans for the future, about the groups and everything else. At the end of the video, Ice confessed to Belle that she found Zelda attractive and she asked for help, confusing the fuck out of Belle because Hylia told her to go to him. That's what happened last time, so I hope you guys will enjoy. Let's begin. We are continuing the scene from the last episode where Ice has just confessed she found Zelda in the outfit attractive, and Belle just said what loudly. Luckily for them, no one heard them, but Ice was kind of jumped a little because of that reaction. Belle looked at Belle looked at Ice in very confused at this. Oh, sorry, Ice, but what? I found her attractive in that. Okay, but why are you coming to me with this? I went to Hylia first. Yeah, but I don't know how to help you with this. She just told me to come to you. Okay, why? did she tell you to come to me? Bell stood up from the seat he was sitting on and walked around the table and, leaned on it in front of eyes. So this was more personal, not like business transaction. Because I have more questions than I have in my head now. Okay. Anything more, she said? The feelings I have for Miss Zelda and you are the same feeling. Wait, stop. Wait, what? She said to come to you and talk about it. Okay. You have the same feeling for me and Zelda. Yes. And Hylia told you to come here to confess, not talk. Right? Yes, confess was in there, but also talk was there. Oh, you airheaded minded girl. What? Not an insult. Okay. The thing she was talking about is to come out with your feelings about this. That's what I guess that Hylia was actually meaning when she said come and talk to me about it. Okay. Your feelings are... Fuck, I don't know how to do this. Are feelings. They are valid, and people can love you as well with those feelings. But why did you come to me? Because it's wrong, isn't it? Oh, this is why she sent you to me. Okay, now I understand more. What? I don't think Hylia actually knows how Hyrule does relationships anymore. That's why she came to me, to you to talk to me. Okay. She's literally saying to learn about Hylian relationship culture. Eyes. Oh. And matter of fact, you can love two people. Hell, I even think there was a marriage between 7 people in Hyrule at one point. I think that was before I was born. I don't remember which one it was. I think they moved away from Hyrule. I haven't seen that family in a while. I don't remember which one it was, but yeah, Hyrule relationship are very open at this point in time. So, my feelings aren't wrong? No, Eyes, your feelings are not wrong. They're valid as much as it can. Your feelings are your feelings. You can love whoever you want. And your feelings towards me and Zelda are not wrong. But your intentions are kind of wrong here. What do you mean? I don't think you realize what you just did, right? I told you the feelings I had towards both of you, even though Miss Sora, not Zelda. Miss Sora is a new feeling I have. Okay, that's a new feeling. And me? It just that happened in the I think in the when you fought the skeleton minotaur. Oh, that's a while ago now. Yes. Huh, okay, just okay, fuck, I don't know how to do this. I was no assassin. Okay, your feelings. Belle stood up and walked over to grab Isa's shoulder. Are fine. The high ruling culture is fine with you loving two people. But I highly recommend you going to Hylia. Well, that kind of rhymes. But go to Hylia and talk to her more, so you can better understand your own feelings here, guys. Okay. Thanks. No problem. Eyes turned around to the door and started to walk towards it. And when you finally get why you like both of us at the same time, you make your own choices. Don't do anything others want you to do. She stops and looks back at Belle. Then, walking back, confusing Belle a little, she grabbed the, in front of its chest and pulled him down for a quick kiss. She thanked him and left the room. Belle stood there for a couple of moments, going around the table and fall into his chair. Oh fuck, now I understand. God damn it, Hylia! Belle can just hear Hylia laughing in the back of his head. If you don't know why, please go back to my other videos, you'll probably understand. Anyways, Belle sighed and put it back of his mind for now, and started to do the rest of his paperwork. Few days later. It's been a couple of days since, Belle had to talk with Eyes and Cell's punishment happen. Now Zelda is out of the maid outfit, and it's kept around the Hylia home or the Starlight Garden for punishments for Zelda. But if Loki gives the same punishment to Eyes, she will be given the dress back. But right now, Belle is in the dungeon with 2 other people. Right now, they're around floor 12 at this point, fighting off monsters. This being Belle, Wealth, and Oka. Probably wondering why these 3 guys are actually hanging out. Well, the reason why... The girls kind of found out that Sora and Genie hasn't seen the outfits around Orario. So at this day, they are out doing more shopping. So the guys had to go to the dungeon to collect more money. And when I mean all of the girls, I meant all of them. Luckily for Belle and Wealth, they hid before they could be dragged as pack mules, meaning Sun and Cole are pack mules right now for all of the girls that's outside shopping. So right now they are on the 12th floor fighting off monsters. Wealth actually came. Right now they're actually picking up a few drop items, being a silverback tooth and silver. It's not silver, it's silverback. It is silver. What the fuck? Silverback's pelt. Man, this was kind of a big horde today, wasn't it? Wealth turned around with a, big bag he has on, Care has on the back of, he has a big, brown bag on his back. Yeah, it was. Olga said having a same kind of bag on his back. It's the small gym bags that you have in school. That's kind of, but it's brown and leathery. All three of them have them, and they have a lot of crystals. They've been down there for a couple of hours now, like 6 hours. Yeah, I think we got enough. Is it time to head up? Yeah, but are we sure they're done? All three of them stopped and thought about it. Yeah, they're probably done. Cole and Sun is strong, but they will still have their limits. Going some for food? How's the facility? I got maybe a better place we can hang out for a little while if the girls are there. Yeah, we're taking your place then, Wealth. You with us, okay? Why not? I really do need a break from my familia. Just to relax a moment. Sounds great. Let's go then. All of them went up to the surface and went over to the guild to get all of the items sold. Wealth did keep the silverback pelt and tooth for, selling. Probably make some items with them. In all, they probably earned around 300,000 Valis in this time. They don't have Lily, but they do have big bags and a lot of bigger crystals. So I believe they could probably earn that together. After getting their money, they walked towards a bar or pub they could be at, getting sit down at a small table and getting some food delivered, talking with each other and about the things they have done, about Wealth's almost newest rank up coming along. Oka's more strategic fighting style, and Belle's hatred of paperwork that's coming his way more now because of his familiar members. All of them was talking with each other when a group of people started to walk inside and sitting down a little bit away from them. Belle looking over and seeing Well, some of them staring at Belle. Belle turned around to look back at the group, but start looking behind at the group that's looking at them. The others spot this as well. Why are they looking at us? Welf said, looking at Belle, not at the group behind him. I have no clue, but don't stare at them. Just let us eat our food and get out of here as soon as possible. Both of them agreed and started to eat a little faster, but not enough. Getting a few more drinks before a high-pitched, annoying voice started to talk. Belle ignored it for a few moments when the Palam, started to talk about Hylia and talking about the Hylia Familia. At this point, Belle tuned in on the conversation. Little Palam, he now see it was talking about how the Hylia Familia should not be in this power and they must have cheated at one point. He was talking about how Belle could not grow this fast. This is impossible. The little Hylia must have cheated with her powers. And he also started to insult all of Belle's familia members about the living pathetic fat of rocks, the fish out of water, the bird without a muscle on her, the inbred Amazon, and the trash panda supporter they have. Belle just ignored him as best as possible. Welf was getting angry, but Belle looked at him, just telling him, do not do anything fucking stupid. But Belle saw that the Palam didn't get the reaction he wants. And then he did a fucking worst mistake ever. He started to insult Hylia and the pathetic goddess they have, running around with different gods and goddesses and sleeping around with them. At this point, Belle's temper raised more, and Oka and Wealth looked at Belle like, okay, you told us to relax, but here you have to fucking relax yourself. Belle just sighed and breathed in and out to relax. And then, it's gonna be very fun when I ask her to, have some. Before the Palam could even say another fucking word, Belle just looked at him and he just fucking stopped. Everyone around the room stopped because they could feel something coming from Belle. You listen here, you fucking piece of shit, Palam. I don't care if you insult me. I do more care if you insult my friends and familia members. But you don't have the fucking rights to talk about Goddess Hylia like that. She has sacrificed more than your pathetic god could even fucking imagine. So you better shut the fuck up before I fucking come over and destroy your face. Everyone went silent and nobody was talking. But the Palam, seeing the situation, started to talk again. Oh, but my words are correct. She's sleeping around with that pathetic Loki familia. Before he could even fucking continue, a bottle of beer hit his face. But that didn't came from Bell. That came from Beat that was in the tavern. Beat gave the same kind of speed. Well, Beat just... I'm agreeing with the kid here. I know about Goddess Hylia's story, but don't you dare insult my goddess as well. Some of the members of the group that the Palam came in with stood up and tried not recognize Beat because they were kind of a little drunk, attacked him. Beat just grabbed some of the guys and threw them away. Actually, one of them actually landed on Belle's and Oka's and Wealth's table. Oi, Beat, our food! Wealth just yelled at Beat when he just said, Alright, I'll pay for your food. When he just threw one of the guys away. Another guy from, well, the group of the Palam came over to Belle's group and tried to throw a punch. But Belle, seeing this, was kind of self-defense at this point because they didn't throw the first punch. Now this is a bar fight between Beat and this group. Now they're attacking him. Alright, let's fucking go. Belle grabbed the guy's hand and turning his, Belle stood up, grabbing the guy's hand, and then went on, to one of the guy's sides and brought his hands behind his back and just turned him around. Seeing Beat throwing a guy, just threw the guy over to the other one. At this point, the bar kind of went into a situation where it was a bar fight, but it was a beatdown. Beat was dealing with two guys when Belle saw a ginger-haired man rushed over to him at the same speed of a level 3, trying to throw a punch against him. Wealth and Oka are still at the table, by the way. It's only Beat and Belle that's doing the bar fight here. The man tried to hit Belle, but Belle dodged to side a little. Recognized that he's around level 3, a high level 3 actually. Belle being at the level 2 stage, but still at the level of his body is still a level of a level 3, I think. Yeah, it's a level 3 body with a level 2 status. Belle dodged the guy's movement a lot of the time, actually hitting the guy a few times in the face. The guy stepped back and tried to talk some smack talk, but Beat and Belle just looked at him. I'm just gonna say this once. You better fucking leave, buddy, before I kick your ass. The guy scoffed and the members of his familia left. Belle seeing this sighed and pulled out the money he just got from the dungeon and put it on the counter of the bar. Sorry about the destroyed furniture. Putting some money on it, with Beat paying for his and Belle's, and Beat paying for himself and Belle's group. At this point it was kind of ruined, so they kind of walked out. Leaving the bar, Belle asked if Beat actually recognized the guys. No, not exactly. I don't recognize them. But they have uniforms. So... Nah. Maybe some of the uniform familias. I only remember a few, like... If I'm correct, the Artemis familia has a uniform. But they are mostly outside of Aurario, come to visit a few times over the years. Then there's, I don't really remember the rest of them, sorry. The Artemis familia is more likely. But that's not seems like them. They impress you? Yeah, they're badass women. Fuck, one of them beat my ass as a young guy. Fucking really? Don't tell anyone. Alright. Shit, sorry. All of them was walking away when Beat went off towards the Twilight Manor. Bell and his group went to the Starlight Garden because it was the closest thing for Oka. Coming back into the house, they saw a lot of the female members of their familia, being Mikoto, Tagusa, and Harime from the Take familia, minus Harime, that's from the Ishtar familia still. Then there is Sora, Reef, Ginny, Lily, Ryu, Nahylia from from Bell's familia. Then there are Cole and Sun, that's a little bit behind behind the girls. Just on two chairs, just in the back. After that, we could see Tyona, Tyone, Eyes, and Luthia sitting there as well, talking. Well, the group talked around each other, except for, Sun and Cole, because they're, passed the fuck out at this point. But when Bell, Welf, and Oka stepped inside, all of them looked and asked how their day was. Bell just told them, we went to the dungeon, went there in for a few hours. Bell could just see in the back Sun having... His son's head was, he was on a chair with his head behind, just laying down on the top of the chair. When he heard Bell saying they were in the dungeon, he just looked up with a look that said, "Fucking traitor!" Because, a little fun fact, Bell was hiding from this. Sun tried to hide, but he was discovered. Bell hid very well. He wasn't discovered at all. Turned a sneak into high max. Or why did I say that? He was very good at hiding. So Sun just had his head up, just with his eyes just saying, "Traitor!" Bell continued. After that, we went to a bar to get some food. That was not the hostess of fertility. Met some asshole Pelham that talked shit about our familia. Almost lost my fucking cool. Lost my cool. Beat was there. Food the first bottle. He just described the whole fight against the, apparently other familia that talking shit. Haile, hearing that Bell got into a bar fight, looked at him with a specific look. Bell? Oh shit, that's the mom look. You got into a bar fight? Yes, but the guy attacked me, so it was self-defense.
You still got into a bar fight, Belle? Yes, but like, Belle. Okay, yeah, sorry. It's fine, you defended yourself. Pete was the one that threw the first punch. A guy tried to attack you. Yeah, that's mostly what happened. Hylia looked at Welf and Oka that just went stiff when they were, well, when Hylia looked at them. Did you get into a fight, both of you? Both of them shook their heads. Good. I don't want complaints from Take and have faced this about this. After Belle told how they look, well, the uniforms, Hylia recognized it because she met these gods a few months ago. Oh dear, that's the Apollo Familia. The Apollo Familia? Oh, you mean that guy with burnt orange hair? God? Yes. Why did they attack us and insult us? Highly likely to get someone from my familia. Everyone stopped and looked at Hylia. I heard a lot of things about my little nephew. He is Zeus's child, and hearing a lot about him, he's definitely after one of the members here. We can see in the future what he would do. But for right now, do your normal work and do your normal tasks. If something would happen like a war game, we will plan that in the future. Understand? Everyone nodded at this, and after Hylia spoke, everyone that wasn't in the, Hylia Familia started to leave. Belle went into the lunchroom with everyone and ate, food after it was made and started to eat. But we're actually gonna skip over like 2 days after. It's been eventful, let's say that. After the bar fight with the apparently Apollo Familia, Belle has seen a lot of these guys around their house. Just walking by or standing in an alleyway looking secret. Belle, seeing this, had the others fucking go in pairs. He doesn't trust this. So he had Reef and Sun go in pair. He just asked everyone, if you need to go out, you ask for someone. Ryu, I know you're strong, so I do trust you with being alone. But the rest of you, looking at the newer member and Haruhime and Lily, I want you to ask if someone could help you go somewhere. I don't trust the Apollo Familia right now. Neither should you. So hearing Belle's order, everyone did it, so they are going in pairs a lot of the time outside. Belle sometimes follows the group for seeing how much they're looking. One of the group, 2 people he thinks is in danger, is Sora and Sun is the 2 people that they are staring at most. Cole is not one of them. Ginny maybe, but not seems so. Reef is not at all seen that way. And Luke is not at all, well, being, well, followed by the Apollo Familia. So it's mostly Sun, Sora, not Stella, Sora, and Bell himself that's being followed. One, he had a few, well, theories. One, this Apollo fella wants him, Sora, and Sun because of their status, or their looks. Sun, he's a prince and is kind of good looking, but Belle doesn't actually see why. Sora is the princess of Hyrule and is beautiful. He's the Sheikah, a Sheikah prince of, or Sheikah royalty actually. Wait. He's the Sheikah next in line to be the leader, but no one knows that. So it must, with Belle, it must because he looks rare with white hair and red eyes. So figuring this out, mostly Sora and Sun, it's almost always walking with someone else. The others has, with Belle's help, gone alone at some point. Ginny wasn't followed as much, but still followed. And the others as well. So, yeah, Belle is quite nervous that they want, well, Sora, Sun, and him. But anything else, it's gone normally. They've gotten some few supplies. Well, gotten actually some few. Ooh, I need to draw. I will figure out about armor sets. Cole would probably take the kind of armor set that Yunobo had. In that sort of sense, he had that kind of armor set made for him. Ginny, I will fix something up. Sun, maybe more plating? I need to look at Sora armor. Reef, I need to make some fucking armor sets. Yeah, that is actually mostly it. Sora is also getting an armor set. I will see what I can do there as well. But that's not the point. Everyone has their new armor set. And Belle is actually at the guild getting some more information about lower down the dungeon. Because Belle and his familia Belle and his familia has decided to go a little bit deeper in the dungeon. So Belle has been a lot deeper, but that's hush-hush secrets. Belle has gone a lot deeper, but he wants his familia to go to, like, floor, probably the water palace, where the water was. Probably there. For a couple of, well, around 2 days to be there. So he wants the lower members, but they're still higher with their strength in their body. Really need to draw this down. I think Luke is the smith, he's around level 2. Ginny is level 3 as well. Same as Sun, Cole. Reef is around 2 at this point in time. Maybe high 1, low 2 of level. Zelda is a high 2 in body strength. Reef is high 3 in strength, but her actual level is high 1 to almost level 2. And Ryu is also with is also level 5 4 5 4. If I remember correctly, Ryu was around level 4 but got double level in the Freya arc, or the giant war game between Hestia and Freya. That reached around like 6 or 5. Probably have to check something out. But yeah, that's mostly it. Belle has decided to go down on into the water palace, I think it's called, to be there a couple of days to fight higher monsters for Reef and Wealth and Lily to get their status more up. The others are there to get some more XP to get them faster up in level so their status can actually keep up with their body. So he's getting more information from the guild, and Aina is one of his guild advisor as well. His guild advisor. So getting the information from Aina and taking it out, back to his home, he runs into the two members of the Apollo Familia, Daphne and Cassidy, or Cassandra. There it is. Daphne and Cassandra. When Belle runs into them, all three of them, Belle looked at these two with suspicion because he recognized the logo on them as Apollo. Daphne walks over to Belle with a letter and invitation for the Apollo ball in 2 days. Belle takes the letter and looks at it, with the two women walking away. Seeing this, Belle knew that he was followed, because obviously, to the guild to get the information, so they ambushed him here to give the letter. Sighing at this, the plan of the expedition of the, Hestia Familia has to go on hold, because he doesn't have a good feeling about this. And that is it from this episode. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed it. It's kind of rushed, but I went too late to record. That's my fault. I got very distracted by the internet, of course. But anyways, yeah, that is gonna be it from this episode. I hope you guys will enjoy. Leave a comment if you have any questions. But if you want your questions to be read up in a video, please leave those questions with a sentence saying, please read up in video. So I can know I can do that in my I played through Monster Hunter Iceborne for the first time series, or the old name as well. I will read those comments up there so you can hear my actual answer. But if you just have smaller questions you don't want to read up in the video, leave them in the comments and I will answer as soon as possible. Subscribe, leave a like, do whatever you did beforehand listening to this video or me rambling about. Yeah, good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later, wonderful, 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 wonderful day, my blue masks. Bye-bye! Mind the explosions!